Before we get absolutely terrified with Alien, there's a game between now and then that I want to cover and comes out in a couple of days. That is Subside. I've really been waiting for this one on PSVR2, and I'm happy to say, as a lot of you know who've played the demo that's been out for a few days now, it is bloody stunning. And as a game, like Kayak VR, that I feel is made exactly for people like me, who want something relaxing to explore in, and something that is really going to blow you away, and also will probably blow away friends and family at Christmas, to really show them what VR is all about. Before we jump in and talk about this a little bit more in depth, only 25% you are subscribed, so please feel free to do so if you like VR and PSVR2, and thank you to our patrons and YouTube members who bring this content straight to you. Also on all this footage you'll see a little kind of cut off in the bottom left. That's just because of the scuba mask overlay that you have in the game. You can toggle it on and off, but that looks even in the headset and makes for a proper visual experience. It just looks wonky in the flat screen. Anyway, let's take a look at Subside. And first and foremost, let's take an actual look at it, because it looks amazing.
Wow, holy shit.
This might be the best looking game on PSVR2, rivaling even Red Matter. Every now and then a game comes along that is optimized so well and looks so good in the headset that it becomes my new standard for how VR should look at its peak, and Subside is that. Running at native 90 with PS5 Pro enhancements as well if you have that console, but even on base PS5 this looks simply stunning. All the colours pop in the OLED, under the water looks absolutely magnificent, and the same amount of love and effort has been put into above the water as well. For a game that just involves swimming, by God did I spend a lot of time above the water just looking around, because it just is such a beautiful looking game.
Wow. That's insane.
From the nature, rock formations, objects you find around, and marine life, everything looks bloody incredible, and the best part is this game is made by one person. One singular person made this, and that is ridiculous to me. Anyway, I could gush about the visuals all day long, but let's talk about what you actually do in the game. Well, throughout the game you explore and collect items. These items will then unlock more areas for you to explore and some experiences. You can also collect gold coins to then use to upgrade items in the shop, and in unison with this unlock chests around the map, which then give you access to the shop items. So you'll unlock a chest by using a key that you found, pick up an item, collect some gold coins and spend those on an upgrade. For example, you can get flippers that mean that you can move just by pressing R2, you can get weights which allow you to lift yourself up and down with the left stick, and you can get upgrades to your oxygen supply, a lot of stuff like that. This is where the game differentiates itself from games like Kayak VR Mirage. In Kayak it is simply a nice looking kayak simulator. Everything's unlocked for you, there's no progression, and while the progression in this game only took me about an hour and a half to really unlock everything, there is a sense of it and you feel accomplished after you've found the certain items you need to progress. As for the areas you explore, most of them are very, very big, I'm happy to report. It helps that the swimming speed is not the fastest because it's a pretty realistic depiction of actually swimming and snorkeling. But yeah, that opening demo level is really not representative of the size of the other levels. There are 4 in total in terms of the actual areas you can freely explore, and then 3 experiences where you'll encounter, for example, whales or koi fish or a great white shark. The main areas you can explore though are the tutorial level, a pretty standard coast, a gorge you can swim along, and a flooded cave, which is probably my favorite in terms of visual presentation, just due to the lighting looking fantastic there, but each look amazing in their own right. And yeah, these areas are pretty damn big. I actually found myself getting lost in the more open areas because they're simply a lot larger than I anticipated them being. However, you won't be swimming around for absolute hours, it's nothing like that scale, but it is a bit larger than I thought. But I would say it would take you a little bit longer to get around these than it does some of the Kayak VR levels. Some of the levels that are outside also have night variants which look amazing and have no mirror at all. I don't know how the dev has done this, it's amazing.
God, there's no mirror at all. That's crazy, it looks that good. Whoa.
Some of these levels are also actually pretty scary as well. The game looks so good and feels so accurate to actually swimming that my thalassophobia really kicked in. During the whale encounter, for example, I tried to swim down very, very far, and honestly my stomach just went and I couldn't hack it and I had to swim back to the surface, and that is a good indicator of a game being realistic in terms of depicting water, because I am terrified of deep water where you can't see the bottom. So yeah, pretty good litmus test for that, and it passes it.
I got an achievement for hearing the whales sing. Oh my god. Ugh. I don't know if I like it. I don't think there's an ocean floor. I want to get up now. Okay. Oh god, that makes me really shiver. Holy fuck. No.
Speaking of that whale encounter, you get that by, again, collecting items. For example, for the whales, You'll be swimming around and you'll find a whale plushie. There's one on each map. Once you pick up all of them, then that encounter will unlock for you. Same for the koi fish, same for the great white shark, which is another encounter that is absolutely terrifying and allows you to swim outside the cage, which if you're scared of water and sharks, I would not recommend doing.
Oh my god, I see the fin. Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh, it hits the cage as well, can I? Oh my god, I can go out. Okay, I'm not doing that. Oh, I'm not doing that. Oh, do I do it? Do I? Okay. Oh my god, I got an achievement. Where the fuck is it? Okay, the shark's over there. Is he gonna actually like interact with me if I go near him? Oh, I hate that. Oh, no, back inside.
Swimming itself feels really good though. At the start it felt a little bit weird in terms of controls, but you get used to it pretty quickly, and with the aid of the unlocks you get, allowing you to kick forward using R2 and move up and down with the left stick, it starts to feel really natural and like swimming in real life. Audio design here as well when you're swimming around is utterly fantastic.
Whoa. There's a giant sturgeon.
I study and work in the film industry, and the general rule for that is that you can have a fantastic looking film, but if you have bad audio, that'll bring down the entire experience and will make your good looking film feel cheap. And that applies the same to video games. However, I'm happy to report the Subside's audio design is simply fantastic. From distant whale song to the rush of water as you pick up your swimming pace, this is a good sounding game, and it really ties the package together.
Wow. Oh my god, I got a trophy for that. Wow.
Finally, as for PSVR2 features, there's a lot to love here too. The developer did discuss adding haptics every time you swim, but they found that it drained the controllers far too quickly. And to be honest, I kind of prefer it that the haptics just kick in when you make contact with objects. For example, knocking your hands on the floor or on rocks, or even bonking your head on the ceiling in the underground cave segments. Each of these will trigger the head haptics and hand haptics, which are very appreciated. Overall, Subside will be for those people who liked Kayak VR Mirage, but may also appeal to people who like a bit more progression than that game, because that is exactly how you unlock new areas in this one. To be honest though, I'd happily recommend it just for the pure visual spectacle alone. If you appreciate that sort of thing, you're going to love how this looks in the headset. It's an absolute miracle that a solo dev has been able to pull this off, and only in a matter of months as well since the PCVR release. I'm so happy we've got this December, as I think it's a perfect game to show off to family and friends. As I said before, they're going to really love it, and it's quite easy to pick up and play with. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Please let me know if you're going to be picking up Subside on the 20th. Have you tried the demo? I believe it's worldwide available everywhere now, so please go and see how it looks, and trust me, the other levels look even better. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to our patrons and YouTube members for supporting the channel, and I hope to see you all in the next one.